Welcome to National Focus. I'm Nisha Charles. Coming up, government proposes the taxation of sweets to curb CNCDs at Parliament, and the National Abattoir prepares for operations in 2016. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
Introducing the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app, available for download from the Google Play Store, One Mobile Market, and the Government of Dominica's website. Access to all ministries and sub-departments' phone, email and office addresses and websites. Simply select a ministry and the sub-department. You can dial directly from the app or save the numbers to your phone contacts. It's convenience at your fingertips.
Is my passport ready for pickup? Good. It really works.
Download the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app today.
Thanks for staying with us. A bill to amend the excise tax on confectionery was the first of 7 bills to be presented before the House of Parliament on Thursday. An amendment to the Excise Tax Act was made to include taxes on items not previously covered, such as sweets, chocolates, and aerated beverages. A tax rate of 10% will be applied to these goods. Additionally, a 10% increase will be applied to various types of alcoholic drinks. The Honorable Prime Minister and Finance Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, in presenting the bill, says it is meant to focus on curbing the incidence of chronic non-communicable diseases on the island.
Through this amendment order, the government is reaffirming its commitment to the 2001 Nassau Declaration by CARICOM heads of government that, and I quote, "The health of the region is the wealth of the region," end of quote, while encouraging citizens to adopt healthier eating habits and lifestyles. Madam Speaker, government will continue to monitor statistics on non-communicable diseases in order to determine whether the new rates are a sufficient deterrent to the consumption of large quantities of sweets and alcohol.
These were measures previously enunciated by the Prime Minister in the 2015-2016 national budget. In support of the bill, the Honourable Minister for Trade, Ian Douglas, highlighted the importance of using the nation's resources to adopt healthy lifestyles.
We call ourselves the nature island of the world in Dominica, and so we have an abundance of all of the items that we need for healthy living, from fresh fruits to vegetables to ground provision. I mean, we can literally tailor-make a diet in Dominica that is of Dominica and from Dominica, that if we make that a lifestyle, could really be a serious affront and a serious attack on the scourge of chronic non-communicable disease, and generally adopting a healthy lifestyle.
The Honourable Minister for Planning, Dr. Colin McIntyre, announced the recent progress at the National Abattoir as government continues to promote healthy lifestyles through local consumption.
As I speak right now, the abattoir, we are slaughtering 1,000 birds today. And these are birds raised on feed. And these are birds, and the meat is wholesome, it's chilled. And you're not going to see our young girls walking around with a hoarse voice because of the hormones. You're not going to see that from that kind of chicken. This is local, authentic, real chicken, local chicken. So you must understand that, as well as 50 pigs are being slaughtered today for the local market by our abattoir, the nation's abattoir. And you have companies in Roseau, Dominica right now requesting parts to be sold to the public. There's a high demand for it.
The Honourable Minister for Health, Dr. Kenneth Daru, also expressed concern over the number of CNCD cases in Dominica.
We see more and more in recent times that the CNCDs are appearing in our younger productive generation. We have a number of cases on island, Madam Speaker, of colon cancer. This is something when I went to medical school a few years ago that was seen predominantly 99.9% in people of geriatric age. Right now we are seeing 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds suffering from a number of these rare cancers, colon cancers, etc. The medical experts have over the years put together a grouping of what they term high-risk foods, alcohol, foods that are high in carbohydrates, etc., sugars. So, Madam Speaker, this government is now showing its its responsible nature. Because yes, while we believe that this is also that the individuals, respective individuals, have choices to make in terms of their lifestyles and what they eat, their diet, we also believe that the government has to play its part in controlling CNCDs. And this is what this bill is seeking to do, to create what we call a disabling, so to speak, environment, to make it less, to make these foods and these dangerous high-risk foods less available to the public, especially our younger generation.
The other 6 bills to be tabled before Parliament are the Income Tax Amendment Act of 2015, the Stamp Amendment Act of 2015, the Residential Levy Act of 2015, the Highway Maintenance Levy of 2015, the Aliens Land Holding Regulation Amendment Act of 2015, and the Title by Registration Amendment Act of 2015. GIS will continue to bring you more on these parliamentary proceedings in subsequent newscasts. Dominicans will soon be able to purchase pork and poultry products from the newly completed National Abattoir. The $10 million project funded by the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela began construction in 2013 and comprises 3 units, a building to process pigs and chickens, and an administrative building. Over the next few days, over 4,000 animals will be slaughtered at the facility to test the equipment, as well as to train staff who will be engaged in the facility's operations. GIS News joined the Honorable Minister for Agriculture, Johnson Drago, as well as a representative from the Venezuelan Embassy and staff of the ministry on a tour of the facility on Wednesday.
Over the past couple of years, we've been promoting the opening of the abattoir as one of the pillar projects for transforming the agricultural sector. Today, we are here witnessing the $10 million project in operation. Over the next few days, 4,000 birds and 250 pigs will be slaughtered and will go through a process, an incremental process, until the entire facility is tested to the maximum. We remain eternally grateful to the government and people of Venezuela, especially our good friend deceased Hugo Chavez, and now presently President Maduro, for keeping faith with the government of Dominica.
Counselor at the Venezuelan Embassy, Edixio Churio, is pleased that the abattoir will begin operations soon. He expressed solidarity with the government of Dominica in its efforts to be more self-sufficient.
Esta obra va a ayudar de gran manera al pueblo dominico.
This abattoir will help to the people of Dominica.
A no depender tanto de las importaciones de cerdo y pollo.
And do not depend of the imports of pigs and chicken.
Bueno, y no me queda más que agradecer a las personas que trabajaron aquí, como el ingeniero, nuestro ingeniero venezolano.
And we want to give thanks especially to the engineer in charge of the construction and the design of this abattoir, the Venezuelan engineer Alejandro.
El ingeniero Alejandro Laboratori. Y al personal que trabajó en esta gran obra.
And all the staff who was working hard in this completion.
Chief Veterinary Officer Dr. Reginald Thomas says it is of utmost importance that the animals are transported within a day before slaughter to ensure that the best quality of meat is obtained.
The animals would come in generally the day before, so they can rest and before the actual process of slaughter. At the day of slaughter commences with the examination, what is called ante-mortem inspection, where the veterinarian would examine the animal for skin issues, the temperature of the animal to find out whether there is any disease situation in that animal. Once the animal has been passed, it is then ready for what is slaughter.
The Honorable Agriculture Minister says the operations of the abattoir will be a costly venture and is encouraging Dominicans to buy the local produce.
We are presenting you with a wholesome local product, our very own chicken and pork product. For their sake, for Dominica's sake, for the sake of the success of the abattoir, let us buy local. I am happy that a number of supermarkets have decided to purchase some of the product, some of the pig and chicken that will be coming through the testing phases. So very soon you will be able to purchase at the supermarkets pork and poultry product coming from your local abattoir at a very competitive price.
The abattoir is expected to be fully operational by early January 2016. The Roosevelt Skerrit administration is committed to protecting the island's vulnerable from sexual abuse. This was confirmed on Wednesday by the Honorable Minister for National Security, Reuben Blackmore. Honorable Blackmore was addressing the opening ceremony of a National Citizen Security Dialogue at the Fortune Hotel.
I want to let you know that we have put in place a special committee that is being chaired by our legal advisor, Mr. Harris, to look at the various recommendations for the express purpose of amending the Sexual Offences Act to ensure that proper protection is provided to the most vulnerable in our mix, our children and young people. The time for talk is over.
You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
Protection from abuse is every child's right. Everyone has a shared responsibility in protecting the child from abuse.
Mothers, believe your children when they say they've been abused, and follow through with child abuse cases when they've been reported.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
Welcome back. Government plans to undertake remedial works to make a number of communities across the island safer. The passage of Tropical Storm Erica in August exposed several communities, making them more susceptible to the effects of climate change. While government is giving priority to relocating Pitted Savan and Dubic in the first instance, Chairman of the Resettlement Technical Committee, Luce Blackmore, revealed that a number of other communities will be given attention in the short and medium term.
We still have Paradise Valley to deal with. We have the section between Isilo Black Bay Bridge and the West Bridge, where you had a few of the households get knocked off there. Of course, going down to Check Hall, there are quite a few heavy impact in Check Hall area. Although, as you will realize, most of the intervention we may have to do in terms of resettlement, as was very well mentioned and articulated by the Honorable Prime Minister, this is a golden opportunity for us to revisit how we do things. And of course, from this adversity, we're going to ensure that we rebuild much better and stronger than before. So in Kinfield community, it might be a question of looking at river defense work and river training works and other things of that nature. Going down further along the west coast, we still have this situation to deal with. Kulibistri and of course Koliho. And even this time around, we were spared. I mean, Campbell wasn't hardly affected as happened a few years ago, but they were still impacting in Campbell. We had the situation in San Sauvé, Good Hope, and Petit Sauvé area as well. All in all, as we could recall, there are 9 special disaster areas which was declared by Cabinet. And of course, added to that, there was another 13 critical areas. So we have 22 communities in all that we have to look at very, very seriously in terms of how we plan, how we design, and how we integrate back into the situation.
Relocation of the entire community of Campbell is also being considered.
Campbell, a couple of years ago, you know, we had even a death involved when there was serious landslide and the person lost their life and so. This time we had a few damage in Campbell. It wasn't fertile, but the signals are also on the ground, so we have to look at that. So we have immediate and of course a medium term. So Campbell would be catered in the medium term in terms of the resettlement.
GIS News spoke with Blackmore during a tour of the resettlement site of the Dubic community. 16.2 acres of land is currently being developed in Center Grand Bay, where bungalow type and possibly multi-floor petrocasas are being constructed.
At the end of the day, when we are satisfied that we have gone through all the various hazards and environmental factors, as well as the physical matters that we have to do, as you realize that we The most heavy impact that we have recently was as a result of serious floodings. The landslides that we get and the mudslides were actually activated by the serious flooding. So going forward, it means therefore we're going to have to do some very serious flood mitigation, flood analysis, as well as stormwater control and things of that nature. So it's going to be a lot of work that we have to do in terms of doing the necessary analysis, doing the necessary studies, doing the necessary planning, and at the end of the day to come up with a very informed decision as to where best suited to look at the people.
The first Maho Guide company is calling on more young women to take up leadership roles in their communities. The call comes as the company celebrates its 50th anniversary since becoming operational. Commissioner for the West, Marcia Dublin, details how the company began.
Started way back in 1965 by Mrs. Annette John Charles Stedman, who was visiting in St. Joseph at the time and noticed that the girls were involved in a lot of community activities, in activities for self-development, and she decided, well, she would need something like that in Maho for the young girls. And she requested assistance from the St. Joseph Guides, and the leaders came along, and that was when the guide movement was formed in Maho.
A number of activities are being planned to commemorate the event, including a health fair on Saturday, November 28th at the Maho Market.
We're having a panel discussion on Friday, looking at the way forward for the youth in the community of Maho. And we have several panelists from the Scouts, the Guides. We have a young preacher who's going to be part of it, and also the president of the Youth National Youth Council. We are having a hike through the Maho Trail on Friday the 4th of December, and we'll be launching our commemorative magazine sometime in December on the 29th. And we'll be having also a seniors garden party where we try to bridge the gap between the young and the elderly, and our girls will be serving the elderly during that time at that garden party. And we'll culminate with a talent show where we bring the talents of the community together.
According to Dublin, guiding helps to build the self-esteem of young girls to realize their fullest potential as well as teamwork. Dublin hopes that more women would be willing to serve.
Next 50 years of Guides, we want to see a more dynamic organization that will be much more widespread throughout every community in Dominica, and that will have much more young people coming forward to reach out and help the younger ones.
The company celebrated their 50th anniversary on November 22nd. And that's the English news, but before we go to the Creole highlights, here is one announcement. The Ministry of Health and Environment wishes to inform the public that the dental unit in all the health districts will be closed from Monday, November 30th to Friday, December 4th, 2015 to facilitate a training exercise for the upcoming oral health survey. Clinics will resume on Monday, 7th December 2015 in all the districts. Emergency clinics will be held at the Roseau Health Center from Tuesday, the 8th of December until further notice. Any inconvenience caused is deeply regretted. Coming up next, Creole Highlights with McPherson, St. Luce.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à ces nouvelles en créole. Non moins, c'est McPherson, St. Luce. Premièrement, sub-comité qui gouvernement établi pour affaires ou location maison pour monde qui est affecté par Coulter Erika, qu'a considéré d'autres locations. Parole ça la sortie au chairman comité salam. Moun qui a une position comme ministre pour Kai, Honorable Dr. John Colin McIntyre.
Il y a d'autres places à Dominique nous avons regardé platement parce que moun Koli au tapé place, moun Koli Bichu tapé place, moun Paradise Valley tapé place. Il y a une place à Dominique là il y a une live qui a passé qui pour Kai pour moutouer nous kuma live a regardé il qui vivre à quoi il ça vivre. So tout le monde qui fait Kai ça c'est 2 3 4 années, 400 années, 800 années, nous pas ça mais c'est bail ça yo commence vivre encore avec nous regarder comment.
Honorable McIntyre, qui était chef de délégation comité, qui aussi visité l'occasion Guambé, où la maison qui a bâti pour résidents de Bic, fait parole que c'est maison Salam qui bâti bien vite pour l'occasion ces résidents là.
Aujourd'hui, nous là, nous avons regardé tous ces gens qui travaillent là pour faire ces cailles là. Nous les faisons ces cailles là vite. La pluie est tombée comme des 3 semaines qui passaient, c'était mauvais pour nous actuellement. Bien soleil qui a couru actuellement. So, nous avons regardé aujourd'hui ça nous avons fait. Avec, pour nous faire zéro. So, nous avons dit tous ces gens à Dominique, nous pas qu'à dormir, le gouvernement pas dormir. La première ministre de parler contre. Nous avons un resettlement, nous mettons des 3 teams à la place pour nous. Moi, je sais pas ça. Et bien, je reste un séjour. Nous avons toujours une meeting, nous, mais nous venons à Sam là aujourd'hui. Semaine là qui est passé, tous ces gens Venezuela venus pour regarder ça. Nous avons fait. Et avec l'autre cas qui vient actuellement. Nous avons 50 actuellement, l'autre 50 qui vient encore. Et nous avons regardé comme si nous avons 300 cas. Donc, ça c'est un local, il peut aider nous. Parce que nous avons un lot monde pour mettre cas pour. Because, I mean, ça qui passe là, moitié là, il n'est pas en jouer.
En autre nouvelle, une délégation officielle ministre agriculture visité le projet abattoir en Layo. Projet ça qui est financé par Venezuela, qui tient production poule, cochon et d'autres produits. Ministre de l'Agriculture, Honorable Johnson Drago, c'est le chef de délégation là.
Aujourd'hui, nous ici, en place les abattoirs, nous avons fait ça, nous avons testing phase of abattoir aujourd'hui. Et je suis tellement content pour recevoir même l'embassy Venezuela pour matin. Et nous garder yo là yo ka tuer ces cochons. Et yo ka fait ça à bas ça ou qui standard international. Nous que dans une semaine ka tuer 240 cochons avec 4000 poules. Ça qui est nous chance là pour nous ça test place là pour un prix fort. Et bien ça qui a fait c'est ça qu'on a incremental testing. Tous les jours yo que tuer les 3 cochons, yo que tuer les 3 poules et puis yo que l'autre après l'autre jour yo que tuer prix chicle yo maximum ça que maximum.
Gouvernement Dominica a complimenté Venezuela pour le projet là.
Et bien nous le disons encore merci pour le gouvernement Venezuela qui ba nous $10,000 pour faciliter ça. On partit moun te dit il paraît que jamais ouvert mais nous savons les gouvernements les pas dire yo ka fait quelque chose yo ka fait et pas tout le temps nous ka faire temps mais à la terre on est pour face ça que challenge.
La nouvelle, le gouvernement Dominique déjà identifié en l'occasion en sud pays là pour une location résidentielle savane qui est bien affectée par la culture Erika. Parole ça la sortie du Parlement, honorable Dr. Kenneth Darrow.
Quand nous avons parlé, nous avons quasi eu l'occasion, nous avons tapé OK, mettre terre, on a terre qui est pour vendre pour le gouvernement, c'est cette place sauf là. So, en tant qu'officiel, nous avons annoncé ces gens, ça c'est ça le gouvernement a décidé. Ce qu'on a parlé, c'est qu'on a fait tout surveiller, il a fait tout surveiller, il a fait tout studies, parce que nous avons déjà dit que nous ne pouvons pas tirer dans la place. Ou là, il y a un problème, mettre dans la place qui n'est plus problème. Donc, nous pouvons assurer que là, nous pouvons mettre la panier. Pas une pièce place en la terre qui n'est zéro danger, mais là, nous pouvons mettre moins problème qui est là, il sorti. So, nous pouvons zéro dans la place comme ça va, comme on dit, c'est moins de léger actuellement pour que le travail a commencé.
Et puis finalement, le résident Kai Grotto qui est allé en location neuf a eu un bel rôle to suite. Parole celle-là sorti le président Kai Grotto, M. Ainsworth Irish.
Vous savez, nous avons fait place neuf à Simon Belleville Roll. Nous sommes pour aller hier. Mais à présent, nous tapons un petit l'argent pour mettre fence là avec sécurité. So, as je parle de Caterpillar à présent, qui travaille là, et bien, vous pouvez mettre fence là. Et bien, nous pour dire, voici pour prison, vous pouvez aider nous l'eau. So, aujourd'hui, le président là-bas, nous, $4,000. C'est ça? Oui, $4,000. Et bien, ça, qui aider nous l'eau pour faire bagaille nous, pour nous move, pour nous place là. Peut-être, ici, ce n'est pas avant Noël, soon avant Noël. Mais je vais dire, l'autre novembre, pas qu'à point nous ici. Nous sommes obligés d'aller à la place 9 là.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelles en créole pour à présent. Non, moi c'est McPherson, Luce. Au revoir.
Coming up next, your tip of the day. Want to lose weight through proper dieting? Give this a thought. Several studies have shown that the amount of food you eat depends on the size of your plates. The bigger the plate, the more food you will eat. There is a psychological connection between the size of the plate and the amount of food you eat, regardless of how hungry you are. Make smart food choices. Reducing your food servings will help you to lose weight, but being selective of the food that you eat will help you to lose weight faster. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Nisha Charles. Thanks for watching, and do join us again next time on National Focus.